Oh, hello, and welcome to the ATF Cast. That's Anything That Fires. Here we discuss science, firearms, the day-to-day, and sometimes, whether you'd like it or not, we often don't, politics. The bounds are unscribed, the beliefs full of dis, and the bifocals simply unacceptable. We're a pinch of lava and a heaping cup of I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, join us on this journey of nonsense and an attempt to learn more while we do our best to put on a smiling face, keep our eyes upon the moon, and ride the waves of entropy in this ever-changing world. We're the ATF Cast, and we're just having fun. I'm your host, Seven. As always, we are joined by your co-host, no descriptor today, Matt Lava. That's my paw.
What's happening, Sonny boy?
Oh, same old thing. Just 2
Nice.
days past schedule. No problem.
Yeah, it happens. I almost felt like Tiberius Gibbs right there.
Channeling all of our idols.
Yeah. I like that little fella.
Good folk.
Yeah.
How's your evening going?
So far, so good. What you chewing at?
Oh, I got some cheese.
Ooh.
The camera, auto exposure is all funky right now. This cheese looks white, but this is actually like a yellow cheddar or something or another. I forget what kind of cheese I bought, but it's good.
Oh, maybe it's Gouda.
I see what you did there.
That's what dads do.
And then I got some white schmutz. It's got dill in it or something.
Schmutz.
Hey, it's a cheesy schmutz, huh?
Yeah. I got white drama llama.
Hey, y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Up in here, up in here.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I do it.
Eating a lot of cheese while trying to talk is probably a poor choice, but we're just going to keep on doing it.
Well, have a swig of your wine to go with it.
Yes. Wine. Speaking of, as we often do here at the front end of the ATF Cast, let's go over what we're drinking this evening. I'm drinking Bottom Shelf 19 Crimes. It's a Cab Sav that tastes like a shitty red. I love it.
Oh. That's not very well advertised then. Cab Sav and criminal just to throw a basic red in there then.
I mean, I would have to agree with you, but with the design of the bottle and this dope fella looking all criminally, I can't really complain with the advertisement. Oh.
A criminal photo looking criminally. Yeah, it's good.
Ooh, maybe that's how I should have described you. You're criminally co-host.
I've never been caught.
Oh, well, then you're not a real criminal.
No. I usually tell people, they're like, hey, have a good weekend. Don't get in trouble. I'm like, yeah, don't get caught.
I think that's always the better advice. You got to have a little fun.
I think so.
Just don't get caught, sliding over police cars or anything crazy.
Correct. And for me this evening, I'm drinking some whiskey bourbon, or Freedom Whiskey Company's bourbon. Like 119 proof. So, yeah, it's smooth. It's a nice small batch of cask strength straight bourbon whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah, Tyler got that for me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. He said he doesn't send flowers, so he got me that bottle, and Grandpa passed it.
Well, I think that's kind of the most fitting thing. I mean, flowers are nice, but everyone gets plenty of flowers in those moments. So, yeah, a little bit of liquor helps.
Yeah. I had a few salutes to my pops, so yeah, it was good.
Good. Well, cheers. Cheers to Grandpa.
There you go. Cheers. Salute.
Think.
Wonderful sound effects. Pink.
Oh yeah, Caleb got it's called a stream deck, and it's got all these buttons on it. You just plug it in your computer USB or whatever. But each individual button has like a dedicated screen behind it, so you can program the buttons to do all kinds of different things, and then it'll like show individual emblems for whatever you have it on them.
Oh, that's cool.
So he has it set up as a soundboard right now, so we'll just be playing games or whatever, and just all kinds of Jiffy clips and things slide up in there, all kinds of sound effects, farts and screams and things. Yeah.
So just a basic regular evening for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that we should probably acquire one so that we can also make fart sounds. Do you remember? I was thinking the other day. You remember that fart machine you had? It was like iconic.
Yes, a little remote control fart machine.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was high tech for the 90s.
Oh, absolutely.
How much did that run you? Where'd you get that?
That was actually a birthday present from Uncle Bart. So I thought that was rather awesome. Had that for years until the batteries just finally died, and putting new batteries in just didn't help. So
one too many toots.
Yeah, one too many toots. So I think it had 5 or 6 sounds. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah,
I can almost hear them right now.
Yeah, we. Do you remember going to dinner? I think we're at Applebee's. Applebee's on an 8-9. And you needed to go to the bathroom when we had the fart machine with us. And you're little, like your cargo pants, that fart machine just barely tucked in your cargo pocket. Do you remember this?
I think maybe slightly there's memories coming back.
Okay. You said you had to go to the restroom. I was like, all right, come on, I'll take you, boy. So as we're walking through the restaurant to get back to the bathroom, it's a nice table of grandmother-aged ladies.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a wonderful evening, maybe a book club, some friends gathering. I don't know, but they're having fun. And then the one facing you noticed you and kind of pointed you out to the other grandmas that, oh, look at this cute little boy. And you're just walking along, and then you stop right next to the table, and you rub your belly for a second, and then you hit the button in your pocket. And all of their faces just went, I was in tears. I composed myself until we got into the bathroom, and then I was just laughing. And you just went to the bathroom, we washed our hands, and out we went. And hysterical. I will not forget that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you're probably 6,
five
or 6.
That's when I was my funniest. That's when I had my jokes. It's since faded. Yeah, my career ain't doing so good anymore.
You still crack me up. So it's working out.
Cool. Appreciates that. So how was your week overall?
Overall, it was a good week. It was no major issues, no poopy head customers or anything. So no emails that I cussed at because they were just too ridiculous. So
right, I'm good. It sounds like a nice, easygoing week. I kind of had a pretty, busy but easygoing week, and got my computer all fixed up. Met some people actually in person that I'd been talking to on Teams meetings and shit for who knows how long. That we're just around the corner in the office, so probably had opportunities before, but so
you're just working away in your cubicle, and they're right over there, but you never met them.
Yeah, well, it was like the I don't know 2-3 weeks that I was actually in the office. I was working in my cubicle and just really pretending to work because my supervisor was leaving, and I was like, "What do you have for me?" And he's like, "I don't know. Keep yourself busy for about 2-3 weeks." So
like, okay, I can do that. I'll learn some more.
Yeah, it was boring. I read a lot and watched a lot of YouTube, so planned my whole vacation, things of that nature. But yeah, they were, other side of the building, but yeah, I don't know. So now I've seen their faces. That's quite nice. And when I hear them on Teams or whatever, I can actually, put a face to the person and
connect the voice to the face and everything. Yeah,
correct. And they were at the tree planting thing today, so that was nice. Little kind of outside of work, getting to know each other a little further.
So you just planting trees for getting ready to do it again for Arbor Day, or what?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Swampy? Just in time to hear me talk about trees, brother. All right. Yeah, when it was a couple weeks ago, we got an email that was like, "Happy Earth Day. Who wants to plant some trees with us at the Westerville yada yada
Location.
Yeah, nature preserve." So I was like, planting trees sounds cool. And then I don't know, I like being part of kind of the bigger corporation. They do some of those cool things, and it doesn't feel like super corporatized like you see in some instances. It's kind of like wholesome things. I'm like, yeah, I'll go plant some fucking trees with the guys. That's cool. So, and then in May, I believe, they like are sponsoring, whoever wants to do a 4-mile run for cancer research or whatever. So it's like a $50 buy-in, but the company will pay for it, and then you get a glass of wine at the end of the 4 miles. So I'm gonna do some training. I'm gonna sprint that motherfucker and work on this cardio a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then chug a glass of wine, skip the water, and run home.
No, don't skip the water. You have to hydrate. So
yeah,
because you don't want to do that.
Yeah,
and I know that you won't. I know you're responsible.
I'll be responsible, I guess, maybe. Swampy asks, are y'all going to NRAM or any of the events around it? Where is NRAM this year?
I don't know. I haven't eyeballed it yet. Where's that?
I thought it was delayed. Is it in Texas? Because I know one of the upcoming years were going to be in Louisville. So, I mean, if that's the case, yeah, Houston this year. Toss the states, too, because we're ignorant. But that's probably next month. Yeah. Nope, probably not going to be there. But next year, if they're still doing Louisville, Kentucky, we'll 100% be there. Oh.
May 27th through the 29th.
I'm pretty sure that's when I'm running 4 miles. So I'm booked.
Yeah, and I'm teaching a class. So sorry.
But
not this year. But
if you happen to be down in my brain, Georgia.
Maybe we'll be down my brain.
Shit
my brain. It's just right over there next to hold my ass.
Yeah. I've started to get some more laughs at work. When I get into a new environment, I stay pretty quiet for a little while, kind of get a feel for things, keep my head down, work hard, learn the ropes. But now I've started cracking old guy jokes. I don't know, my 1 PM is, I don't know, probably older than you. He's looking rough. And what I'm saying is you look great. Let me elaborate.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then the other guy, the safety guy, John, he's like 60 some. And then, hey, Swampy, you be good too. Appreciate you stopping in.
Big hugs.
And so I don't know, just all old guys, right? So I like brought a spreadsheet over to my PM that I had printed out. I was like, can you make those numbers out? Can you read that? And he was like squinting. He's like, yeah, actually I can. And then he went, hey, wait a minute. Was that a ding on me being old? I was like, yeah, I think maybe you should know that old jokes are my favorite jokes.
There you go.
Just like backed out of the room. He was like, nice. It's like, cool. All right. I can roast this guy. That's good.
For me, I got to lift the glasses to read. So
bifocals are simply unacceptable.
Yeah, I just don't want them. I figure I'd tumble down the stairs if I had them. I'd probably clutch my way into the basement corner or something.
Yeah, it's better to get used to the like gradual degradation of your eyesight as opposed to slapping on the lenses and then everything just changing immediately, and then you're gonna be stumbling and fumbling.
Right.
Oh no, you laughed so hard you froze. We'll have to see if you come back here. Oh boy. Sometimes internets are rude, and that's just something you have to deal with here in the ATF realm of things. So I'm going to eat a couple pieces of cheese. Maybe he'll pop back in a moment. If not, we're going to do a quick intermission, and I'm going to eat cheese while I'm not on camera. So, let's get wild. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I feel very, excessive focus for a man eating cheese. We'll be right back, folks. And we're back.
We're back.
Look at that. You laughed so hard you froze.
Well, that's probably happened before. Yeah. Were you lost as well, or just me?
No, it was just you.
Okay.
I think.
Well, Spectrum has been wonderful to us. So
yeah, I was curious about that update. I was going to ask for an update, but I think I just got it.
Yeah, we're on our third tower, so it loses Wi-Fi connection on occasion. So you watch TV, you're doing something, and then whoop, an error has occurred. Look over, and instead of having a nice blue light, it's now slowly flashing red.
Oh, yeah.
We have bad equipment. We keep giving it to you. Just evil.
Now, is it the modem or the router that keeps kapooping on you?
Yes.
Awesome. Understood.
Don't know. We just keep getting new everything and have the same situation. So we upgraded so that we could have more devices on there because we thought maybe that would be the issue. But then,
well, I'm sure it would be a good solution, provided that they give you decent equipment.
Yeah. So the last tech that was out just said that it's not good stuff.
It's a shame.
Just checking on me.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good to have some technical support.
Oh, she said it has been blue the whole time.
Oh.
So I don't know. Maybe I did laugh so hard.
You laughed so hard you broke the internet. That's impressive.
That's impressive.
Did you happen to see the Axiom 1 space launch this week? Was it this week?
No.
I think it was this week. Everything starts to run together.
It does run together, but no, I did not see it.
Well,
I think you sent me information on it last week to keep an eye out for it this week. Either you or Marty did. So I'm not sure.
Well, it was beautiful. Surprised some of the most awesome landing footage we've had for a Falcon 9 in recent times. Their footage just keeps getting better, but
nice.
First, like properly private astronauts that have gone to the space station. So, a former astronaut, I believe former NASA astronaut, played commander, and then 3 businessmen bought tickets.
Yeah, it is smart to have a prior astronaut or an astronaut. I don't know if you know prior, but formerly employed astronaut. On the journey. So if something happens, it takes away some of the poo-poo pucker because you have somebody up there that goes, "Yeah, it's fine. We probably won't die. We're doing okay."
Yeah, you have someone that's familiar with those pooper pucker scenarios, those oh shits. So I'm gonna pull up this here, plop plop, and we're gonna see if we can't scrub through here and see. Well, yeah, they must
so excited.
Still sitting in there. Still sitting in there. That's a pretty shot. T-1 minute.
Ooh.
Oops.
Please hold for next available launch.
I don't know how you scrub slower.
Move your finger slower. Oh.
I think you've got it all figured out, Paul. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on skipping Feared here. What we got here? I thought it was T minus 1 minute, 44 seconds. So, okay, yeah, we'll just pop up the launch real quick. Watch that, because that's always pretty.
I think that's 43 minutes right there.
T minus 40. You know math real good, Pops.
Yeah, I do good at math.
Me do math good. How
I can even carry the 1 on occasion.
You look, it's probably the lightest number to carry, so you
Right?
got that going for you.
Yeah, I don't want to throw out a hip.
T minus 7. T minus 230. Ooh, shit's getting intense.
It's probably why they're wearing those high boots.
Yeah. They hold all the shit in.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Can you imagine filling your boots with shit? I don't know. Have you ever done that?
Oh, I've never done that.
Good. Proud of you.
Maybe a trash bag or something, but yeah, not my boots or my shorts.
All right, here we go. So gentle.
Ooh. That's awesome.
It's always so impressive. It looks so gentle, but that's just so much fucking power.
Oh yeah, it looks gentle to us. Everyone inside there is just,
Yeah, well, even they'll go to the cabin view, and it even looks pretty gentle for the ride. If you look at comparison footage to the shuttle or even like the Soyuz, the Falcon looks like a pretty gentle ascent.
Yeah, not like the old days. Like, oh, look at him, he's smiling from ear to ear. No, that's pressure. That's force.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a choice.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see.
And there goes flat Earth.
Yeah. I'm glad you can see that, It's just I don't understand.
Like curve to it there.
I don't know why people always think it's curved. It doesn't check out. Here's a cool little moment. I love a second stage separation. Main engine cut off. Beautiful. Can you imagine trying to track that?
Right?
There we go.
That's so cool.
It is, and then all the conductors just in their 0G and everything.
Wait, what's that round thing behind the? Huh.
Behind the where?
Behind the engines. It looks like Earth, but it's spherical. I saw a post where it's talking about flat earthers from around the globe agree.
Yeah.
I'm like,
flat earthers all around the globe. And I was like, read that again.
Yeah. Please read that again.
Spell check your chaos.
Flat earthers from across the disk believe.
Yeah, they should probably work on having some more literate members. I know that's difficult to achieve in such an occasion, but
yes.
All right, so here we're coming back on buffering. There we go. I think they're in entry burn right now, so we're going to come up on landing here shortly.
Nice.
Yeah. So, today's episode of the ATF Cast is basically watching space shit with my dad.
Awesome.
Yeah, how can you go wrong, right?
Right. We'll throw some other stuff out there for you too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got some candy for the end of the show. Don't stress.
Ooh, candy.
King size Kit Kats, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we finally watched, or at least I finally saw The Hangover.
Really?
Watched it last month. Mm-hmm.
Just now, huh? How did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. It was better than anticipated. So
Yeah.
I guess when it first came out, I was just a little busy, and Julie was surprised, but not overly surprised. She knows I've been busy periodically. That I had never seen it, so we watched it. I enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad you got to enjoy a nice evening with some ridiculous laughs. And here we go. This always blows my mind. Like, it's punching through the clouds right now. Where's the speed at? 600 kilometers an hour still. And, just yeeting towards the ocean. All of a sudden, you see the barge. Beautiful image on the right side. And that's 165 feet, I believe, of rocket just touched down on a bouncing barge in the ocean. As always.
That is so impressive.
Yeah. And that was I think they just said 5th landing. So that was the 5th utilization of a booster.
Wow.
And what's cool is they're confident enough now that they can have a booster that's flown to space 4 times prior and still put people on it. Well, it's that level of confidence.
Well, that's a good level of confidence. Instead of probably.
Yeah, we could try it. Hopefully, we don't lose them. So,
we can try it. I mean, they already gave us their money.
Yeah, it's got to be your worst fear as a space company. You start putting people on your rockets, like, I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to have any issues. I mean, they signed the waiver, but still, there'd still be some ramifications.
You're still riding a skyscraper full of explosives, but I mean, it's crazy that we can achieve that and not blow up more frequently. To have that engineering and that science approach down to where we can just put, I don't know how much fuel the Falcon holds, but I'm going to give it a Google real quick. But to sit on top of all of that boom sauce and to ride it to space,
Boom sauce. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Boom sauce.
Thank you. It's all yours.
Next time I gotta stop to get gas in Betty, I'll just be like, I'm gonna stop and get some boom sauce. Betty's a little low.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't even think about it in that context. And let me tell you what, the boom sauce prices right now. Really? I put $80 in my tank the other day.
Yep.
Went just over half.
Some people are like, well, I'm so glad that the prices are coming down.
What?
Not by much.
Stupid the second.
So, yeah. I saw where they're asking all the heads of the petroleum companies what their profit was last year. Like 22 billion, 16 billion, 12 billion. Well, we did have a loss of 4 billion the year before. Oh, because we're on lockdown, no one was driving. Then you jack the prices up to make it back. So, okay, I see what happened. So, but it's Putin's fault.
Yeah, it's pretty insane to, man. And not that I can speak very intellectually about the economy and everything, but I mean, it's making me big angry. That's my intellectual take on it.
But you caca poo poo making me big angry.
Yeah. I'm big angry, man. It's, you start making some good money in life and shit, and then all of a sudden $80 fills up half of your tank. Now, I do have a Suburban, and that's dumb too, but still.
I don't think it's dumb. I mean, you're going to utilize it properly.
Yeah, it's a work vehicle. But, man, driving 35 minutes to the job site is making me big angry.
Just watch.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the gauge drop.
I make a point, if I don't leave the house with some home brewed coffee, I stop and get some because, I need that little caffeine hit so I can de-stress about watching my fucking gauge descend so rapidly.
Yep. Julie says when she's got Dolores in 4-wheel drive, she can pretty much just watch the needle drop.
Yeah.
We'll get you home safely in the snow, but you're going to need gas on the way.
Yeah. And then, when it approaches $4 and beyond, it's like, man, I think I'll just walk. I'm curious, how
Yeah.
long would it take to walk to work?
How far away is work?
I don't know, 35-minute drive going average of 65 miles an hour. Oh.
Okay, 5 hours.
Okay, I could do that. Is that 10? It's 20 hours a day dedicated to walking to and engaging in work. So I get 4 hours of sleep.
You can nap them. You just have to move closer.
Oh, yeah. And then when the job site moves, I'll be like, boys, I can't walk that far. I'm gonna have to terminate my lease early. Yeah, that's
Well, you can live in your Suburban.
Honestly, it's got space.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a storage unit that way I can move it around rapidly, and then you know what? That's why you're the MVP, Paul. You figured it out.
Go. Just run a U-Haul trailer and don't return it.
We
Kidding.
should
You have to return it.
Right. We should get in some kind of business venture where it's like, tiny home rent for a month at a time. It's basically the size of a storage unit, but you don't have to tiptoe around because I'm pretty sure those companies frown upon you living in said storage units. And then we can sprinkle them around the city, and all the people that are going broke, they can just pop in our little shacks.
The broke shack.
Roach shack?
Broke. I'm broke. I'm moving into the broke shack. The broke
That's
shack,
fair.
baby. It's got a bucket in the
Broke
corner
shack,
for your.
baby.
Yeah, maybe we won't do that.
Yeah. It's funny. I've been Googling how much fuel this Falcon 9 holds for a hot second. I don't know, a lot. I can't find it.
Well, it's a mixture, so
It's true. It's
maybe
liquid
they don't
oxygen
have that
and kerosene.
information just readily available.
It could be an ITAR thing.
Right. I mean, it's not like a Boeing 747 or whatever that you go, hey, how much jet petroleum does this hold? Oh, maybe they're keeping some stuff close to the vest. I don't know.
Here, okay. I got a little something for us. Saturn V's, the first stage carried 203,400 gallons of kerosene and 318,000 gallons of oxygen. Oof, Lord, how much does that weigh?
Well, a gallon's 8 pounds.
For real?
Well, yeah, because a gallon is, 4 quarts. Yeah. So a quart is 32 ounces, 16 ounces per pound. So that's 2 pounds per quart. 4 quarts are in a gallon. So that's 8 pounds per gallon.
Paul, I'm impressed by that. I've never been able to figure out all those measurements and stuff.
You're welcome. I have it written down right up there.
Yeah, you got cue cards. Julie's over there like,
yeah. Thanks, honey.
This man's gonna sound real smart tonight.
Yeah, Kona's over there with the dry erase board, just writing it all out for me.
Yeah, I always took her to be the math wizard of the family.
Yeah, those Rottweilers are smart.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Elon Musk's Twitter situation developments?
I think it's hysterical.
Yeah.
It is so much nicer to hear that on the news than some teacher wanting to quit their job because they can't talk about sex with a 4-year-old or something, but
yeah.
I won't delve into that because it makes me angry. Anywho.
Well, yeah, we'll let that stew a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I'll bitch and moan at another point. But anyways, I think it's fantastic. I laughed pretty hard when I found out that he was the individual that held the most stocks, and hats off to him. That's fantastic. And then he gave him the offer to buy it. Was it 43 billion? 34 billion?
Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah. let's say 40 billion. It would kind of fall in there or whatever. But yeah, I think that's great. Feel like, oh, you know, they'll never sell it for that. They can't sell it for that. I'm like, well, he owns this much stock. If not that he would do this, but let's say they tell him to go fly a kite. He goes, okay, I'm going to sell all my stock right now. Boom, all of it. Stock prices drop, and then he buys a whole bunch more.
Yeah. He could definitely toy the system a little bit. What was funny is I was listening to whatever news earlier, and they're like, something, the hostile takeover by Elon Musk of Twitter. I was like, I'm not sure how hostile that is. He like offered a price. I think it's
right.
It wasn't like, I'm 43 billion right now, motherfucker.
I got you in the sleeper hold. You better take it. Yeah. I don't think that's hostile.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It is definitely less hostile than the nonviolent protests in Seattle. So
yeah, there's those. Yeah. Peculiar times we're in, aren't we?
Yes. I think it's funny. I think it's great. Hats off to him for being in a position in his life where he could do that if he wants to. You're like, oh, he's making so much money. He's robbing everybody blind. And da, da, da. No, not really. I mean, he came to America and he has built all of this from nothing. So
yeah, and I mean, definitely depends on who you ask, but I think very respectful ventures. I mean, first of all, space travel. His main goal is to make humans a multiplanetary species so that we can survive cataclysms.
Yes.
Tesla, which his primary goal is to accelerate the adoption of electrical vehicles so that we pollute less carbon into the atmosphere, become less dependent on coal and gas and things, which would help our fuel situation at the moment. So that's interesting.
To a point. I mean, but he also, instead of just being like, hey, everyone should buy my vehicle so that, there's no carbon footprint. Well, those charging stations are powered by diesel, coal, right? So there's still that. But then when gas prices and everything go crazy because of Putin, then you said, well, don't really want to do it, but the best thing to do would be to open up a pipeline and start getting things in here so that your average individual doesn't have to suffer.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I very much respect that. If I mean, with a jump of $1, even, that can very much affect somebody's wallet and at the gas pump. If I wasn't making the, better money that I'm making today, if I was still making Papa John's money or something, I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
I would be riding my bike to work. I mean,
or you'd be like buying a little Chevy Aveo or Ford Focus. I call it a Focus.
Yeah, a Focus. Yeah.
Well, because I drove through one once. Wasn't my fault. She turned in front of me.
Is that when you finally damaged that tank of a vehicle?
Oh,
Graham's vehicle?
Yep. The Ford Taurus. I think it was an 88 Ford Taurus.
Yeah, I was curious. Man, that thing was rock solid.
Maybe it was an 86. I forget. But yeah, it was rock solid. So it was steel. And I'm doing 45 miles an hour down the road, minding my own business. And the young lady in a Ford Focus turned right in front of me to take her vehicle to the car wash. Swerved as much as I could. I didn't even have time to hit the brakes because, when someone turns in front of you at 16 feet, so drove through the trunk, snapped the axle, broke the tire off of there. blew out some of the windows, and the front quarter panel was pushed back a little bit. The hood was wrinkled. There you go. That's the girl.
That thing right there. Did it have a red interior? Do I remember that right?
Yes, it did.
Oh, yeah.
Like a crushed velvet red interior.
Yeah, the thing was cool. The thing looks pretty slick for 86, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm just dogging on 86.
Well, it was a car of the year, whatever year that was. I think it was 86. Huh. So.
No, they don't make them like they used to, tell you what.
Nope, tell you what. So, I mean, I understand the way they make vehicles now to kind of collapse around you so that you don't get bounced around and destroyed as much. But I wasn't shooken up when I drove through that car. Because when I got out of the vehicle and looked around and looked at the front end, it's like, okay, the front end's kind of cracked. Hood's got a slight wrinkle. The side fender panel is pushed back a little bit, and it's leaking radiator fluid. Now that stinks. I look over, and her vehicle's destroyed, and then I was looking for the Super Duty truck that ran into her after I did. But no, I was the only vehicle that hit her. So, whoops.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the new designs are more kind to the, blood sack that is the human. But I mean, if all the other vehicles are soft, now is the time to have a tank. I understand back in the day, if everybody was just crashing bricks into each other, that's a predicament.
Yes.
There's no absorption. It's just fucking brutal. But I want a tank with all the crumply cars. Let's go.
Yep. Uncle of mine was driving his vehicle, either off ramp or on ramp. He lived up in Cleveland through one of the winters in the icy road, and he slid off of it and couldn't do anything except once he hit the grass and the snow pile, just go end over end. Door, roof, door, bottom, just side to side, down the hill. People stopped to help him. He got out. They pushed the vehicle back to its wheels. His car had a crack in the window. He gave it a few minutes for all the fluids to settle back down. He fired his 1950 Mercury back up and drove home.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah, now you'd have to be cut out of it. You'd be in your own little cocoon. Like, man, that was crazy. You're like, this thing's total.
Doors would have gone that way. Tire would have gone that way.
Yeah. Man, that's cool.
It is cool.
That would have been a fun ride. Oh, shit!
Yeah, and it wasn't mandatory to have seatbelts back then either. So he, I think he broke his rear view mirror.
Oh,
with his body.
His face? Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But, that vehicle probably also weighed as much as 3 vehicles now or something.
Yeah. What was it I was watching? They were reviewing the Hummer EV on some show. Yeah. And they're like, the battery in this weighs, I don't know what it was, like 3,500 pounds or some shit. And they like pan the camera over and they're like, as much as this entire Civic. Like this brand new 2022 Civic, that's how much the battery weighs in this thing. It was weird. Wow. Like, you smush that down and you slide it into the bottom of the Hummer. I was just carrying around a Civic as its drivetrain in a way.
Driving around with a Civic for his drivetrain.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're looking at vehicles and, Julie's wanting to get another truck. So.
Cybertruck.
Oh, maybe. So, yeah, looking at those. Things are pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that they stopped making the Dodge Grand Caravan?
Knock it off.
No, seriously. I guess they stopped production in the end of 20. I didn't know that. I was looking for a new Grand Caravan was like 20. That's the newest I can find. Julie's like, oh yeah, they stopped making that. It's like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It's okay. Maybe I'll trade in my 2016 for a 2020, and then just maybe keep the 2020 because it was the last year they made it. Who knows?
There you go. You can
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, look at that fucking craziness. Oh yeah, they've removed the door handles now. Those aren't there anymore.
Oh, okay.
On the new one.
And I mean, it does have bulletproof glass and everything. So if they remove the bulletproof glass and bulletproof doors and a little bit of armor, maybe they can go with a smaller battery.
I mean, yeah, probably.
But would it be as cool?
No.
Right?
Obviously not. And I mean, I think that thing weighs like 10,000 pounds or something, maybe upwards.
And that'd be fun.
With the 3 motor version, it's 0 to 60 is 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, you fucking, let's say 12,000 pounds with that extra motor and batteries. You're taking 12,000 pounds up to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds. That's nuts.
2 seconds.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, the
it might be like 2.3.
LAVs didn't kick up that fast. I mean, we were going downhill. It picked up its speed a little bit better.
Yeah, what's the 0 to 60 on flat ground in one of those?
Yeah, give it a minute. 30 seconds. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know. I mean, we stomped on the gas multiple times, but we weren't timing it. So
yeah,
it's fun on gravel when you like jam on the brakes and just you have that 14-ton vehicle just kicking all the gravel for a while.
Oh man,
just locked everything up.
What a drift!
Right?
That's fucking sick. God damn it! Yeah, I need me one of those.
Fun to drive.
Daily drive one of those. How much does it fill up?
Forget how many gallons. I don't know, 100 gallons of diesel. I forget how many gallons the gas tank held.
I don't know, like so $400 or so.
Yeah, something like that. I think it'd be pricey. Yeah. But the good news is if you bought one, that probably means that you hit the crazy lottery and you have like 200 million in the bank, so you don't really care anymore. So
that's true. That'd be the only time I could. Dude, I would daily that thing. It would take me an hour and a half to get to work.
It would take an hour and a half to get to work. We'll get up to 65 in a moment.
Yeah.
It's not 3 seconds, but
Yeah, it's just every on and off ramp adds a moment to my commute. That would be awesome, especially pulling on the job site, like no fucks given about the ruts.
Right? Yeah, you wouldn't care.
Yeah. Then I'd definitely be getting roasted. Get a flat tire. Oh man, I bet the guys would be making fun.
Well, the LAV is an 8-wheeled vehicle, and
you can.
It can operate with only 3 wheels. It's designed to a point where if you had only 3 wheels, like triangulated, you'd be able to still maneuver and travel. Wouldn't be the greatest.
Right.
You're not going to get the highway speeds, but you can still get out of Dodge.
Well, fuck yeah. If I was dailying one, I'd be flexing on guys and be like, yeah, I got 2 flats right now. What about it? What you want to say about it? It's no problem.
And you're like, well, traffic's backed up. I'm just going to take the Scioto. Drive down the hill, flip on the propellers, bring up the mast.
So is that how it's amphibious? It just has propellers in the back?
Yeah, it has propellers in the back. And on the back side of the propellers are 2 rudders for each propeller. So there's a propeller on each side. And the wheels are going to turn as well. So that gives you some. And then you're just going to steer with the front wheels and give it some gas. And then there's a steel plate on the front. So when you're sitting in the driver's seat, there's a steel plate that will come up. shaped the same way as the front of the vehicle. It's angled that way. It hit waves and stuff. You're not going to nosedive, and then the engine compartment get filled up.
Interesting.
So you have something to cut through waves. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that sounds sick. So, did you get to utilize those on all of these terrains?
Yeah, they're fun. It was a good time. So you do have to remember to put your drain lugs, back in. So before you go out, you want to take them all off, give them a little grease, make sure it's got, clean all the grit, give it a little fresh thing of grease. It's a big old ratchet that thing back in there because there's multiples for it. I didn't see it, but rumor said that one of the crews didn't have theirs back in properly. So while they're going out into the Atlantic, a little bit of water was just coming on it.
Woo!
And that thing doesn't turn around real fast on the water. Let me tell you, it's not like you go back it up, turn. You got to so
just sucking in water the whole time.
Whew. Yeah. Just gotta make sure you do that.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
What other fun vehicles did you have the opportunity to work with?
I don't know, regular Hummers, which are way better than the civilian version. There's multiple light armored vehicles. Drove Rangers, which is smaller armored vehicle. It has a long nose. All of them have some type of turret. 12-ton Dragoon, 8-ton Dragoon. So those just smaller. They're like 4-wheeled instead of 8-wheeled armored vehicles. Side hatches pop up. So you have a gunner, doors pop open, and jump out yelling and screaming and having a good old time. Drove a Deuce, or Deuce and a half, 5-ton. Didn't get to drive the school bus. You had to be licensed for that one. Didn't have a license. I drove a sedan, the Colonel's sedan. F-150s. We got some brand new F-150s and we were so excited. And they pulled in and you can see where they peeled the stickers off of the side that said U.S. Navy.
Oh.
The 1984 F-150s are new to us. It's old for the Navy, but it works for us. So I don't know. That's about it as far as like cool vehicles. It's not the F-150 being a cool vehicle, but going back to the light armored vehicles, so they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, it sounds it. I remember you took bringing out of the motor pool or whatever the once, or multiple times. I don't know, but I do remember crawling around in some sort of somethings.
You got to crawl around. You were crawling around in the Hummer, because there's a couple different series of it depending on whether it's communications or whatnot. So you got to crawl around in a couple of those, and you got to crawl around in the big 5-ton truck. So yeah, you had a good time.
Yeah, good memories.
Yeah, so a lot of good memories. All the memories with you guys are good.
Fucking A right, brother.
Damn right.
Brother. Someone was quoting what's his name? Mr. Savage.
Elon Musk. Oh yeah.
And he's like, you're probably too young to know who that is. And I was like, no, that's how I greet my brother. Hey, brother. And he's like, that's fucking weird. I was like, you're fucking weird. Get out of here.
You're like, why am I weird? You just told me I don't know who the guy is. I say I do. And then you're like, well, that's weird.
You don't know me?
Yeah. You know what I can do? I can do this.
Is that a real bird, Dad?
It is. Yeah. I like birds.
It's proof that birds aren't real.
Spatchcock chicken. Delish.
I'm sorry,
Right.
what did you just say?
Spatchcock.
Is that a SpongeBob thing?
No, spatchcock. Cut the spine out of it and then you mush it flat and then you cook it that way. I'll send you pictures.
Okay, yeah, that works because I'm confused.
Let's see. We had spatchcock chicken not too long.
I'm not sure I should put that in my Google history.
Right there. There's a bird.
Oh.
So that way you cook everything. And then, potatoes.
Oh, man.
Right?
I've been thinking about potatoes.
Is that what you've been thinking about? Potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes and spatchcock. No, I've been like, for some reason, today I was aggressively craving, I guess, starch, right? And I really wanted some spaghetti with like a vodka sauce. Oh, some garlic bread. And then I was just thinking, ooh, potatoes. Some little fingerlings with some fucking, rosemary and thyme, little fucking lemon juice.
Yeah.
Fresh cracked black pep, little finishing salt, olive oil. Boom! God damn! I'm going to the store right after this.
Ooh, sounds delicious. I had mashed potatoes last night with my dinner.
Tell me more about the potatoes. Tell me in detail.
Well, it looked like they used a large ice cream scooper to throw it on the plate. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That perfect dome of mashed potatoes next to the pork chops. And then that really thick, dark brown gravy poured all over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It looked more like a Hershey ice cream covering than it looked like mashed potatoes and gravy.
Hot damn. They do use mashed potatoes for food photography in place of ice cream.
Yes, they did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they were moderate.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to...
We went out to dinner. Julie's Burger was fair. Not fair to Midland. It was just fair. Now, her potatoes were good.
She have whole potatoes?
They're kind of like French fries, but how you would cut it up to be au gratin. Just the round potato.
Yeah.
Have all those discs. Right? Dishing them out. When she got her burger, looked over, I thought of like fried pickles.
Huh.
So they just look like really big fried pickles. They were good.
Nice. Wow.
I don't know what they called them.
Where did you guys go?
A local restaurant here. So
nice.
I'm not going to say the name because I didn't give them like a good review.
Yeah, you just roasted their fucking potatoes. Yeah. That's fair. Oh, no. The man's frozen again. Well, you know what that means. Cheese time. And some waiting music. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, that song sucks. You guys want to see some spatchcock while we're waiting? There you are. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. This feels like I'm gonna get ding on YouTube for some kind of perversive action, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this spatchcock out of here. All right. Well, I'm gonna slide over to break, and we'll wait for a moment so the old man can come back and do the outro because I think it's about pizza time for him. So stand by. I think it's every time you make a crazy face, Paul.
I think so. So I switched to my phone.
Oh, well, how'd you do?
Well, that's fine. I turned off the Wi-Fi and I switched over to my phone. How's it going?
Not bad. I was just telling our audience of 1 to 2 that
Our audience of 2 people.
Yeah, it was likely fastly approaching your pizza time. So,
Oh, well, that's true. I did hear the pizza man earlier. So, yeah.
well, yeah, I figured. Oh yeah, we got a solid hour of goofing off on a Friday. A little bit of rocket footage to end the cast. I thought maybe I'd let you go and eat your dinner. Your din.
Well, maybe sounds okay to me. I miss you.
I miss too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
What do you have planned for the weekend?
Oh, what do I have planned for the weekend? So tomorrow's gonna be kind of rainy.
Sunday is Easter, so
yeah. Sunday I'm gonna. I don't know. Nothing Easter related, likely. But man, I'm sorry. That's distracting. That's beautiful. Tomorrow, probably gonna wake up, go on a rainy hike.
Okay.
I might hit the gym with Caleb if I have enough energy thereafter to do such a feat. And yeah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna clean the house. Gonna mow the lawn if I get a break of good weather. And I don't know, might write a little, play some games. Who knows? What about you?
A good time.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty relaxing. Next weekend, I'm going to Louisville.
We're going to Louisville next weekend?
Yep.
What for?
Well, I'm going to see Modest Mouse with Brianna on Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, so, I do remember that. I just thought you like to tell everybody.
I would. No, she had texted me a couple weeks ago. I was like, Modest Mouse, April, whatever. I was like, that sounds cool. She's like, you come down here, I'll pay for the ticket. I was like, deal. So I took 3 days off of work so I can, music show on a Tuesday evening in Louisville. There's no sense in trying to make it to work the next day because I'll probably just call in sick either way. So schedule those days off.
May as well take it off. Proper prior planning
prevents piss poor performance, of course.
Yes,
and the Saturday I'm down there, I believe, is Thunder over Louisville, which just so happens that every time, I always end up down there for Thunder over Louisville, and I never plan it. I never recognize that it's actually time for it, and it just so happens that I'm there. And Brianna always has a dope ass hookup for a venue. Like one year we were down there, it was like a restaurant that had closed, but her the owner of the bar that she worked for owned that property, whatever. So open it up for like a closed event. So right on the water, like under the fireworks, kegs and everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then this year, I believe, if I recall correctly, it's like a house party for 3 of her friends that are celebrating 25 years of friendship together. They're throwing a house party also right on the water, directly under the fireworks. So
nice. Yeah, nice happy anniversary.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go hang out with my sister and make some new friends and probably drink too much and have a good old jolly time.
Well, don't drink too much.
Right. I've only ever blacked out once, so.
Yeah, I can't say that.
You blacked out more than once?
Oh, yeah. I see how you could take it that way. I wasn't trying to go in that. I've never blacked out due to alcohol.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, maybe a head injury or something here and there or whatnot, but never blacked out due to alcohol consumption.
Someone once gave me a mixed drink that I thought was mostly orange juice, and I chugged it because I'm in high school, and they were like, chug it! So I chug it, and then it was hours later, and I walked back in, and I didn't recognize that I had blacked out and fallen asleep on the bathroom floor for many hours. Wow. They're all like, dude, you fucking locked yourself in the bathroom, started puking, and it's been like 5 hours. And I was like, what? No, it hasn't. That's not
no, it hasn't. You guys changed the time on my watch just to screw with me.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh shit, we better leave for school in like an hour.
Ooh.
Yeah. I went to school for like 2 periods, and everybody was like, dude, you smell like straight up vodka. I was like, dude, I took a shower. And they're like, well, you're just like sweating it out or something. Like, we can smell
You're
you
emanating
2
it.
rows away. I was like, I better go home before I get fucking suspended or something. So
Can they suspend you for a scent?
they can do whatever they want. Public school is brutal, especially in this
Well,
day
that's a
and age.
valid point.
Yeah, I almost got a felony for looking suspicious getting my backpack out of the vehicle arriving late.
Yeah, I remember that. I was going to have a serious conversation with that fella, but
yeah, it's probably better that you didn't have to.
yes.
Still fills me with fire. Yeah, for a blunt samurai sword, nonetheless.
Yeah. We'll let that go.
Yeah, no, I'm doing great these days. Made it out.
Yeah. Husa. Namaste. Yeah, whatever you want to say.
Precisely.
Vodka. Vodka helps.
Yeah, I'm more of a gin man these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm doing white liquor. But I mean, primarily bourbon's the good stuff. Here's another quick little solid clip here. Slow motion.
Whoops. And that wasn't this week's landing.
No. Yeah. That's a good point. Good clarification. Man, so beautiful.
And
Yeah.
no house pets were injured during this filming.
Nah, they have a 6-mile exclusion zone or whatever the fuck it is. But we got to get down there. We got to see one of these. I mean, it's mind-boggling what these things are doing down there. And come August, I'm going to be standing next to a couple of the prototypes. So looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to you being able to do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. So, and then, we'll have to get down there with you and Riley at some point too. The other space nerds in my life. So,
it'll be a good time.
Yeah. Shout out to who is this? Cosmic Perspective for this footage. But yeah, so God, I love that. It's so good.
I like how close it is to the other one. It's like, meh.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
And the whole time leading up to launch, they're like, are they going to move the other starship? Because I think sitting there's like 11 or whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what if it comes down and blows up the other prototype too? And I mean, close enough. And then little star hopper there, fucking yeah. And it's crazy that can you see my? Oh wait, oops. You see my cursor? No.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
That is now 400 some foot launch tower with chopsticks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, quite impressive. Nerding out over here. So,
but
hey, that's why we do this. We
precisely.
The ATF Nerd Corner.
Nerd Corner.
Nerd alert. But yeah, I think that's all the interesting space information I've got for today's cast. You got anything to add for the people?
No, not really. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Safe and enjoyable Easter. Happy egg hunting or whatever it is that is a tradition for you and yours. And we'll see you next week.
I could have never said it better myself. Keep your eye on the moon,
Thanks.
folks.
Keep your eye on the moon.
Bleep bloop.
Bye-bye.